So recently I had listed some stuff on eBay. I hadn't been on eBay in years. And I talked about it in one of the other videos, and I talked about how much easier or improved listing items on eBay is, and then turning around and shipping it out. It is so much better. Back in the day, I used to sell whatever stuff that I no longer used or needed, but wanted to give a good home to somebody, and would put up on eBay, and realized that people will buy almost anything because eBay creates a situation where there's pretty much a market for everything. And that makes me happy because certain items like you hang on to because you don't want to toss them, but you don't ever use them. So I never look to rip off anyone. A lot of the auctions I put out there are either, like eBay will suggest where you start the auction sometimes, and I will take the suggestion. So I recently had a fan that I put out there suggested at $16, and someone made me an offer for 20. I took it, which was interesting. Someone made me an offer over what the listing was. So I took it, which was cool. And for this item, this particular fan, I think they got a really good deal at $20. And I was happy to give it a good home. They pay for shipping. In other regards, I put an item out there for 99 cents and it sold for $52. Again, eBay creates the market, right? So I put it for next to nothing, just looking to give it a good home. If I sold it for 99 cents plus shipping, I acquired the fan for zero. So I made a buck, right? My time would have been lost. Time is money, it's true. Especially, unfortunately, in my life at the moment, because I feel like every minute is accounted for in my day with my schedule, but that's neither here nor there. So this item here was a data logger, and I had kind of in the back of my closet this bag of data loggers that someone had given to me, and I'm from that industry, so I know what they are. This particular one, I talk about it in another video. You can check that video out if you're interested, but this is a dissolved oxygen logger. It's calibrated, brand new. I believe it's listed for $1,400. So I listed it for $99. It would have been interesting if I put it for 99 cents, but I know the market for data loggers is not like, people who need this equipment typically don't look for used equipment. They're buying brand new because their research, whatever they're doing, is dependent on high quality. And if it's used, yes, they can recalibrate it. That's the whole point of these things. You can calibrate it and whatnot, but just from a good quality practice, best practice, you typically buy new. It's the nature of the beast, right? But in this case, someone who needs one of these, who may have a network of these set up, wants to swap them in and out now and again because they want to do some calibration, so they rotate them in or they want to back up. This is perfect. So $99 this went, and I'm not going to take it all apart and show you everything because, again, I did a video on this already, but I am going to pop off the protective boot. This is the anti-fouling guard, I believe, and then the sensors in there. So the reason why I'm popping that off is because I have this box that my new business cards came in, and it has a bunch of packing peanuts in it, even better, right? So if I take the protective boot off, and it's okay to have the protective boot off because it's not going into a harsh environment in this box. Use a good old Walmart plastic bag, which in my state are banned. So when I was at the Midwest location, every time I went to Walmart or Kroger, I saved every single bag and I brought them back here to Massachusetts. And because I use them for things like this, I use these bags for my small trash cans throughout my home and this location as well. And so I absolutely use them. I use them for, because I travel a lot for work, I use them for my sneakers and my shoes when I put them in my travel bag. So plastic bags, if you use them a lot and reuse them and reuse them and reuse them, it's a little less harsh on the environment, of course. And at the end, I recycle them. All right, so we have that in here. That's gonna be fine. These things are really rugged. They go underwater. They can take a beating. This is much more durable than some of the other items I've recently packaged, like an oscillating fan, because you have to protect the neck. All right, so we will seal this up. And as I've talked about before with eBay making life easy, you have a QR code with shipping. You just walk in this case, FedEx. They scan the QR code on your phone. They print the label, done. They're not weighing things, taking out the tape measure. Everything's paid for already. eBay already deducted the shipping amount from my account. I think in this case, I think for this one they put $12 and something cents, and they ended up charging $10. So there's $2 back in my pocket, right? I always felt in the past with eBay, I totally screwed up shipping and ended up like eating into what I sold the item for, and there's been cases where I've like barely broke even. But whatever, you live and learn. So what we'll do is we'll just use the tape gun, which I documented getting this tape gun in one of the other videos. I'm just always grateful when I already have the box and the packing materials. The other video I did, you saw that I had to go to U-Haul to buy boxes and packing material, but that's because I really wanted to make sure that was packed right. All right, so after work today, I will run over to the FedEx store, which is about 5 minutes away, and this one will be good to go. This is going to Portland, I believe, so it's going across the country. It's great to put the label over top. I tried to cross out what I could, that, and because I don't want YouTube to know where I live. I mean, if you want to come here and hang out, that's cool. Fragile's already on there. This is not really this is not really a problem. So, but it's on there. I feel like sometimes they see Fragile and they're like, well, let's see how fragile it is, and they drop kick it. No, they don't. FedEx, UPS, USPS, DHL, etc. They're all good people. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I have a few other auctions that just wrapped up on eBay, so there'll be some more shipping going out the door. And then I have, I think, at least another item or two to get up on eBay. I've been using recently a combination of Marketplace and eBay. This will not sell on Marketplace. I mean, like, no one really goes on the Marketplace looking for a data logger. But eBay, you can sell anything. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and if you are an eBayer, would love to hear in the comments what are some of the things that you put out there. I am looking to clean house a bit because we just acquired a new location coming soon to this channel, and every time you acquire a new location, it's an opportunity to go through your stuff, and that's what I'm doing. All right, we'll see you next time.